sis, let me tell you.
Hey, it's your sissies. You're listening to Sis Let Me Tell You podcast. We're your hosts.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Jazz.
Hi. It's been a rough week for your girl.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
gloom and gloom. Okay.
I know. I just wanted to say it and get it over
with.
So if you follow me personally on Instagram, you saw that I announced that our dog Brian passed. He was 14. So now we're down to 1. Girl, this is not where I saw my life.
Started with 3.
Girl, last year in September, we had 3 dogs. Now we have 1. And he's been going on a hunger strike. Okay.
And he's also Jess's least favorite. Go ahead, put it out there, sis. He's your least favorite.
You did not have to put that on wax.
James is going to hear this and he's going to be so upset. But
he is going to be upset. No, I love him. I do love him. I do.
Are you not saying that he's not your least favorite, though? Out of the 3. Yes, sis. Yes.
Anyway, I got something to memorialize Mickey and Brian. I don't have Mickey's up here, but I do have Brian's.
Oh, okay. That boy passed away and became a pilot.
He's flying high in the skies, baby. This looks exactly like him.
It does.
It's like
identical. Because she didn't have them personally made. She just happened to see him in a store in the town she works in. What?
In a store. And I said, hold on.
Hold on.
Huh? Gotta have it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said. Gotta have it.
Then she had to consult with me of whether they were too expensive. I was like, girl, buy them. If they under $50 a piece, buy them.
Yeah. The price wasn't what I was as concerned about.
Oh.
My biggest concern was, where do I put them? Anywhere. Where do they go?
Anywhere that makes you happy.
I have an issue with trying to style rooms.
Oh. Okay.
Don't get anything else that speaks to you. I don't have much of a direction, so I don't want to keep investing in stuff and I'm going to be like, why did I get this?
But this is a personal and it's kind of quirky, which I like quirk. Any type of weird stuff, like put it in the house. It'll go. It'll be a conversation starter, but it'll also help you remember, like every time you look at them, you're going to think of the dogs. So, oh yeah, absolutely.
It's perfect. Who cares? I know.
If it stands out, it stands out like a sore thumb. Who cares?
It actually kind of goes with this room. It's got blue and tan. Same.
Yeah, it does. And it'll remind you, girls better than people's tchotchkes scattered throughout on every windowsill and shelf they got in their house. Countertop filled. A pillow. We can do a pillow.
The thing that truly bothers me about tchotchkes, because it's not even necessarily the...
They be dusty.
Bingo. It's not even necessarily the, like, ooh, this is like... corny. Ugh. It's, are you dusting this stuff? Are you moving it and
there
dusting?
Are too many
or are you just leaving it?
They're leaving it, honey.
That's what I can't get behind.
Individual trinket.
That's what I can't get behind, sis.
No, it's gonna be dusty. And if you eat
allergies
at a restaurant, girl, Chinese, Asian restaurants are notorious for it. They'll have the tchotchkes laid out and they be full of dust. And then my food is sitting here just
sniffing the food is dust. Sniffing the dust in?
Yes. Okay. And then I'm eating it.
All righty. Okie dokie. Anywho, none of this is what we're here for today. None of it.
It's not. Girl, we trying to make light before it gets deep.
Yeah, it's about to get deep real fast, real soon. No, it started out deep. We're perking it back up just to get sad.
True.
Join our Patreon. We have a Patreon. It's Sis Let Me Tell You podcast. We have bonus content on there as well as our normal video content. So join us.
Follow us on Instagram, Threads. Girl, what else are we on? Facebook,
TikTok,
YouTube, we have a Facebook channel.
Group. Yeah, we have YouTube.
You can watch our full episodes at Sis Let Me Tell You podcast.
Sis Let Me Tell You podcast.
Yep. Yeah. Easy peasy. All right, let's get into the episode. Okay. Ooh. Spill it, sis.
Now is a perfecto time to open up Instagram or Facebook so you can follow along with the pictures and videos that I'll be posting that pertain to what we're talking about. Now let's get sad. Go.
Oh no. Let me give a trigger warning before we get started.
Yes, that's a wise idea.
What we are talking about at the top of the episode is probably the biggest news that's hit this week. So if you are triggered by abuse or domestic violence in any way, please feel free to skip ahead. We're going to be talking about Diddy, and we're going to talk about a video that was released in fairly great detail. So if you can't stomach it, or if you're a victim of domestic violence or anything like that and you can't take it, we won't be mad. Skip ahead. When you hear us stop talking about Diddy, we're done with it. I wish we could give a minute mark,
an accurate
but we
time,
have no idea when that will.
It'll be several minutes. So
you know what? I could put it in the caption. I could put a minute marker in the caption for this because it's a trigger warning. Girl, don't let me forget.
Okay, so I will remind Jazz, if you're still listening, I hope you haven't fast forwarded already. If you are going to skip ahead, I will remind Jasmine to write down the time of when we stop talking about Diddy, and then you can resume at that point. So check our video, our description under the episode for that.
Very good.
Okay. All right.
Let's get into it. Well, unless you've been living under a rock, you've seen this. Sean Diddy Combs. There was a video surveillance that was released back from March 2016, and it had Diddy and Cassie, his ex, Cassie Ventura. They were in. So, Cassie, there's a lawsuit. There was a lawsuit. They settled this lawsuit.
Sued him. Yeah.
She sued him. Thank you. She sued him and gave all of these great detailed stories, blah, 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 of what happened to her while they were together for the many years that they were together.
Mm-hmm. And it was egregious enough hearing it.
Yes. And seeing just it written in detail, these stories, these memories, girl, just having to rethink about all this stuff, reliving all this stuff is just wild to me.
Yeah.
He ended up settling with her, within like 24 hours?
The day after.
Something wild. But he claimed that it was all, none of the accusations that were made against him were fact. They were all a money grab. None of it was true, blah, blah, blah. Well, come to find out, there was a surveillance footage that, let me read this verbatim. This is from CNN. The real news. It says, the surveillance footage compiled from multiple camera angles dated March 5th, 2016 appears to show the rapper, producer, and business mogul during an incident that, according to Ventura's complaint, occurred at the now closed Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles. CNN verified.
Hotel?
Yes. Did you see the video? I didn't even.
No, I did not watch it intentionally.
Oh, you didn't?
No. I think it would have been too much. I saw like the stills, but I did not watch it. No.
Well, I'm going to describe it in detail. So, yeah, you'll hopefully be able to kind of envision it. And if you want to go watch it, you can. It wasn't too hard to watch. It wasn't like that. You know how I am. We the same, girl.
Yeah, and that's why I was just like, why even bother?
Oh, as soon as I saw it pop up, I clicked on it. I could not watch it.
Really?
But it wasn't too hard to watch because you couldn't see like her face or anything like that. It's surveillance, so it's not uber clear, but you can absolutely see it's him, it's her. Okay. So they're in a hotel hallway. It says CNN verified the location based on publicly available photos of the former hotel's interior. In the video, Cassie exits a hotel room and walks to a bank of elevators. So she's walking down the hallway to the end of the hallway. You know where the elevators are always at. Diddy holding a towel around his waist. It looked like he don't have nothing else on, Miss Girl. A small towel.
Because he had to grab it quick because he probably heard her leave the room and said, I got to get out there.
He runs down a hall after her. Now, As she's going down, and there's different angles, so it's going. They see her in this hallway, then it switches to this hallway to this camera. You can see she's got shoes. She's got a hoodie on, and her hood is up, so she's not trying to be seen. She's got her shoes in her hand, and 2 bags. One looks like a purse, and one looks like a small tote bag or something.
Okay.
She is at the elevator. She hit the button, and she's putting her shoes on. So you could tell she's in a rush. She didn't have time to put her shoes on in the room before she left. She was throwing her shoes on. Before she could get on the elevator, you could see Diddy coming down the hallway in his towel. He sees her, grabs her by the back of her neck, and throws her back. Okay. So CNN goes on to say he grabs her by the back of the neck and throws her to the floor. Still holding the towel closed with one hand, he turns to kick her. The video shows. As Cassie is on the ground, Diddy retrieves a purse and suitcase. It wasn't a suitcase. It was
maybe like a duffel bag or something.
It wasn't even that big, but sure.
Okay.
And a suitcase from the floor near the elevators. He turns around and kicks Ventura again, and she lies motionless on the floor. He kicks her once. She didn't move. She's just laying there, like in a fetal position, kind of. And then he grabs all her stuff. You know he is fussing, sis. You can't see all of that. There's no sound. It's surveillance. But you just know he is like ripping her to shreds with his mouth.
Probably in a whisper because they're in the hallway, yes?
I don't know.
Are they still in the hallway? Because I'm wondering how nobody else heard.
That's what I was thinking. It was quick, though. It was very quick. And if like they had their TV on in their rooms or something, you know, you don't hear a whole lot going on.
She may not be screaming.
Like, yeah, no. I don't think she was screaming at all. Okay. So, as Cassie's on the ground, Diddy retrieves a purse and suitcase from the floor near the elevators. He turns around and kicks Ventura again. And that's when you see her hand kind of moves to where he kicked. So that's how you know, like, okay, she's not like unconscious or anything. As she lies there motionless on the floor. About 4 seconds transpire between the 2 kicks, according to the video. He then briefly drags Ventura by her sweatshirt towards the room before walking away. So he grabs all her stuff up, kicks her again. She moves her hand where he kicks her. And then he grabs her by the back of her hood and starts dragging her. Realizes, I can't do this. Lets her go. And then she looks back and she must have said something to him. And he goes on, takes her stuff to the room. Then she goes and let me see if it tells us what to do. What's about to happen. It says Cassie is then seen slowly standing up. She gathers items from the floor because I saw money. There was some money that dropped out of her purse and stuff. And moves to pick up a phone on the hallway wall near the elevators. Diddy, still in a towel and socks, returns. A mirror directly across from the security camera shows Diddy appearing to shove Ventura. So there's a mirror, a wall of mirrors, and then the camera is facing
the mirror.
Yes. So their reflection, you can see the reflection so that the camera caught it. Mm-hmm. She's standing there. She must have called someone maybe for help, maybe a car. I don't know who she called. And then he comes back with his towel and socks, shoves her into a corner, like hems her up. And then you could still tell he's fussing, girl, sits in the chair and then grabs a vase of some sort that's on the middle table and throws it at her. And it looks like the vase hit the floor, but he took the flowers out and hit it. You couldn't quite tell what it was. But it says seconds later, he sits down on a chair, grabs an object off a table and forcefully throws it towards Ventura. Combs is seen walking away.
This is still in the hallway?
Yes. He left and came back. Girl, to the point where she can't get to the elevator. The elevator's too slow, sis. She can't get down. It says Combs is seen walking away, then turns around Cassie once again when an elevator door opens and someone appears to exit. So that's where the video ends.
Okay, so she's able to escape because someone else is coming.
I'm assuming so. I didn't see that part on the video.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the crazy part is she described this exact situation in the lawsuit. She had already told us about this situation happening, which is probably why they knew to then look for the surveillance
Look at the cameras.
footage. Yeah. But in the lawsuit, and I don't have it in front of me, so I kind of wish I had brought it up, but I'm pretty sure she said that the reason she was leaving is because he had blacked her eye. So he had already been whooping on her in the room. Then he got really drunk, fell asleep, and that's when she tried to escape. He ended up waking up, realizing she's gone, and he came after her in a rage.
That's really bad. Okay.
Really bad. Really hard to watch. Hard to watch as in, like, she's been telling y'all that this was happening to her. People didn't believe her. Some people did, some people didn't, whatever.
Right.
Diddy's still free.
Yes.
That's what blows me the most, that he's still just out here.
Yeah, he's in Miami right now, I think.
Okay. Somebody said, because he posted a video, an apology video, and somebody said it was Lil Duval talking about, look like he's in not Bora Bora. Where is Russell supposed to be at? Russell.
Oh shit.
It looked like they in the same place.
Yeah, no, he's in
but
Miami.
Yeah, maybe he's in Miami.
Oh, this was a listener suggestion. I think several people told us.
Yes.
Wanted us to.
Yeah,
talk
I always
about
forget
this
to say that.
Yes,
Yeah, we were sent quite a few things this week, actually. But yeah, so thank you. Whoever sent this, thank you so much.
Okay, so do you want to write down this time, or are we still?
No, we're still talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't
Diddy apologized. I can tell you exactly what he said in his apology, girl. It was
Now this I did see.
Okay. Were you impressed by it or
No, at all.
Okay. It is just like a selfie type of video. You can see his very little of his background. It looked like he's in Miami. Yeah, he's like vacationing somewhere or trying to escape something. I don't know. In the video, he says, "My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help and I got into going to therapy, going to rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to being a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry." 2 things. He never apologized to Cassie.
Thank you. That was what I said. I said, turn around and apologize to Cassie. We don't need your apology. She needs it.
He never said, like, to Cassie, I am so sorry.
That's exactly what we needed. I would have said to Cassie first and foremost, but also to all of you. I'm sorry. That's what he needed to say, and he did not say that. We don't know who the fuck he's apologizing to.
Who are you apologizing to? Yeah, the air for getting caught. Number 2, he was reading.
Uh-oh.
He had 5 lines to memorize, and he was reading them. Now, was his one of the best that I've seen of people reading? Yeah, because it was kind of believable. I had to look at them eyes, and they was definitely reading. But he did a good job.
Okay.
He looked whooped. He looked really whooped, like he's been through it. And he should. Yeah. And he should go through some more. It should not end here. Okay. So he did put out an apology, 2 days later after the surveillance video was released. He then put out an apology on his personal IG page. I don't know if he put it anywhere else or not, but I saw it on Instagram. Cassie's lawyer has also made a statement. Her statement was good.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a whole bunch of shit on my phone this time, so bear with me. The lawyer, it's her legal team, but the lawyer's name is Meredith Firetog.
Huh? Oh, that sound made up.
Firetog, yeah, that's the name.
Okay.
It says Combs's most recent statement is more about himself than the many people he has hurt. When Cassie and multiple other women came forward, he denied everything and suggested that his victims were looking for a payday. that he was only compelled to apologize once his repeated denials were proven false, shows his pathetic desperation, and no one will be swayed by his disingenuous words.
Correct.
Hush, in other words. Cassie did not
because we
comment.
don't need this. Yeah, I don't
Cassie didn't
think we'll
comment
hear from her on this
about this at all.
She's
She
already
got
laid
her
it out
money.
on the table. Yeah, well, that too.
It's
but
in writing.
She's already laid everything out on the table. She doesn't need to say anything else. She's
No,
done.
but how
She's putting this
horrific.
behind her. Yeah.
Well, she can't now. She did put it behind her. Then she came out and was brave enough to actually sue this nigga for this. Now she got to relive it by videos coming out and people talking about it and her possibly glancing at it. Now she has kids.
I was just about to say, I'm worried for her kids.
Oh my God. And they're young. Her husband put out a statement. Yeah. Her husband, you know, he's white. Blue eyes.
But he looks very sweet. Like he looks, you know.
He does look very sweet. Kind of a country white guy, but just like he loves somebody of color, girl. That's what he's giving. He shared a letter that he wrote. And the letter he wrote was not for this specifically, but he wrote it and he thinks that, let me just tell you what he wrote. This was the caption that he put with the letter that he released. He said, wrote this a while back, but the words ring true not just today, but every day. I want my kids and every kid to live in a world that's safe for women and girls, protect them and treats them as equals. To the women and children, you're not alone and you are heard. Then he listed the hotline number for domestic violence. Okay, this is the letter. I could read it real quick. It's not super long. It says, letter to women and children. Men who hit women aren't men. Men who enable it and protect these people aren't men. As men, violence against women shouldn't be inevitable. Check your brothers, your friends, and your family. Our daughters, sisters, and mothers and wives should feel protected and loved. Hold the women in your life with the utmost regard. Men who hurt women hate women. To all the survivors, find the men and women who help and love. To all the survivors, your stories are real and people believe you. To all the survivors, you're not alone. And there are men and women who came only for the well-being and safety, who care only for your well-being and safety. We want you to succeed and flourish. To all the women and children, I'm sorry you live in a world where you are not protected and you don't feel equal. I want to raise my daughters in a world where they are safe and loved. To the abusers, you're done. You're not safe anymore. You're not protected anymore. The men by your side are just as weak. You're so miserable with yourself that, girl, I don't know what word they blanked out. That something would be considered a kindness.
Oh, death. It's death.
Oh, death. Yeah. You're so miserable with yourself that death would be considered a kindness. Ooh, ouch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's that. Now, you said Revolt put out a statement?
Yes. Revolt put out a statement. You know, he used to be.
Let me hear it, because I have not
chairman.
seen the Revolt statement.
Oh, good. Okay. It has 3 parts, but it's rather short. Okay. We are deeply saddened and disturbed by the recent video circulating from our former chairman, Sean Diddy Combs. Even with his recent separation from Revolt, it is still our duty to address this matter and recognize the direct impact it has had on our staff, our audience, and the culture we represent. Revolt stands in solidarity with all who have been a victim of abuse and remain committed to upholding the values and integrity our community expects from us. We vehemently stand against any form of domestic abuse and will always be a fearless advocate for truth and accountability. If you or someone you know has been experiencing domestic violence, help is available. Please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline. And then they give the phone number. So this was, they posted this on Instagram.
Very good. They said, let me remind y'all, we are not associated with this nigga anymore.
Well, I don't even think it was, of course, there's always a level of, you know, CYA, but I also think it was just because he was our chairman does not mean that we're not also appalled. You know what I mean? Like we're just as shocked as you guys to see this, and we are not behind him in any way, shape, or form regarding this. Which, that's good. I mean, they need to.
There have been a lot of celebrities that have shunned him, like publicly. Girl, even Chris Brown was trending because of this.
What?
Because people could not help themselves but to insert Chris Brown in some way because it's
they won't
domestic
leave
violence
him alone.
related. It was mixed though. Some people were like, y'all better drag this nigga the way you dragged Chris Brown for 15 years. Yeah.
Okay.
But then others were like, now everybody disowning Diddy, better think back and see if they disown Chris Brown, blah, blah, blah. Girl.
Chris Brown was how old and Diddy is how old? Stop.
Not to
Stop
say that it can't be related, but yeah, that shit's super old. They talking about Rihanna. Girl, Rihanna
Right.
has
I'm saying like
moved
how young
on.
he was when this occurred. Even it's obviously wrong, but he wasn't even all fully formed. Diddy has been grown for a long ass time.
And this wasn't
So-
the last person he did it with. It makes me wonder, like, was he this
Right.
aggressive with
His ex.
girl? Mia, what's her name?
Oh, Young Miami?
Yeah.
Not Sharkeisha. Carisha.
Carisha. There's no way
I
he
don't
didn't put
think
hands
so.
on her. There's no way he didn't put
You
hands
don't
on her.
think? I don't think she
You don't
would
just
have
change. Like, remember him giving her all those roses and stuff?
I thought that was because he kept cheating.
Girl, it was probably.
But they never had a label. So I don't know. Their situation was really interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just don't know if I see that for her. Just
funded
because
her lifestyle.
I don't. You think so, sis? I was gonna say I
I
don't
know he
really
did.
feel like he had as much of an upper hand on her as he did Cassie.
Yeah, no, I don't think he did either. Carisha was grown. She also had like outlets. She had her own popularity before him.
Right.
So at that, looking at it that way, she had more of an upper hand than she did Cassie did. But I know that he funded her entire lifestyle. He gave her that Carisha show. It was on Revolt, girl. I think he gave her $500,000 a month. Remember, he kept trying to drop it back down. Once he started getting in trouble, we didn't talk about that on here.
No.
Oh, girl, yeah, he kept trying to drop down his monthly amount that he would give her, $500,000 a month.
It's crazy.
That's wild. For $500,000 a month, you gonna do anything I want you to do. But she was also keeping his like secrets too. So hush money. I think it's a tangled web. I think she knows a lot more than what she would admit. And I think she may have been involved in some stuff too. Allegedly.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I am glad though that she's not being dragged into the storm with him. Because I mean, whether she is involved or not, she chose someone to date that was not a good guy, but she shouldn't be dragged down because of her association with him. Now, if she was involved in some stuff, then that's something totally different. But
If she had knowledge of some of this stuff, yeah, she should be dragged down right along with him. Makes her just as guilty. Oops. Oopsies.
Okay,
Anything
did you
else
write down
about
the
this
time?
before we can? I was going to say, are we done
yeah, I'm
with
done.
this topic?
Oh,
So we're at 20.
I saw
What?
something, but I didn't include it because I was just like, I don't even try and feel like breaking down what I heard. But Diddy's son, King Combs, he released a diss track for.
Bitch, stop.
Not
this turning funny.
It was laughable. It was for towards 50 Cent. And everybody who's talking about
called him out.
Diddy. Yeah.
Did you listen to it?
I did. And it's piss poor.
Good, not great.
Not great. Well, his rapping style is very like
Yeah. It's too young.
like
for us.
elementary. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm making a punchline right here. The last two words I said like this, they rhyme. Remember? Like, it was just very.
This is King.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
King Combs.
Not my phone playing noises, but what is it? Uh-oh. This happens every time I watch a video that somebody sends me on TikTok. It don't never close it out like it's supposed to.
Then you need to close it out fully. Like, swipe it up, be done.
Well, I don't think about it until it starts playing unbeknownst to me. Girl, here you go. Pick a side. Pick a side is the diss. I just want to hear a bit of it.
Oh, I don't even know the title, to be honest.
After the rain, for the sun gonna shine again. That's right. Don't bust no U-turns, cause we ain't forgetting shit. And to all y'all that switch, suck my dick! Yeah. Suck my dick. What? You talking down the family name, man, you wildin'. What? I dare one of you niggas scream out no Diddy. Fuck that nigga. Bro, blow with me. Baddies, they ready to go with me. I just nod and they know to go get them. Might see me with some pretty hoes with me, but ain't no hoe with me. I just lay.
Alrighty.
That's what we're dealing with here. He sounds
that?
so much like Diddy. Yeah, he sounds so much like Diddy.
Yeah, he does.
That it was kind of like, was he featured on this? No, it's King talking,
him.
and it's very. Wah,
Girl,
wah.
he said, I want to throw my hat in the diss track ring. I want somebody to talk about me.
50 Cent didn't even respond with a song or lyrics. He responded, what do you call it? Sarcastically. He was just like, I'm so scared. Yeah. Anywho, that wasn't even what was on here. It reminded me, and I was just like, I'll mention it.
That's funny.
Okay, so it was kind of funny.
Okay, girl, you know who Kel Mitchell is?
Of course.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you know his last name. Keenan and Kel.
Who else's name is Kel?
That's true.
Nobody.
Girl, let me fix myself.
Yeah, fix yourself.
Fix myself. Okay. Kel. He was on the Club Shay Shay podcast. Why he called him, I have no idea. I don't know if this was a slow week.
Well, Kel's coming back into the limelight a little bit.
For what?
I don't know if he's going to be. I know they were talking about Good Burger.
Yeah. I would like.
So
the
he's
kids
coming
to see
like
that.
kind of rotating back into people's worlds. He was on Nicole Byers' podcast.
Really?
And it was a good episode. Yeah.
Okay. Well, was he saying anything like this? Girl, he got to talking a little too much about his ex-wife. Her name is Taisha Hampton. I'm going to read this directly from Essence. It says, the Club Shay Shay podcast is going viral yet again, and this time it's because of the latest interview between host Shannon Sharpe and actor Kel Mitchell. During the episode, the 45-year-old claimed that his ex-wife, Taisha Hampton, cheated and got pregnant by multiple men during their marriage.
Not multiple men.
I don't even know why it would get here. Like, why are we talking about this during this interview? And then the next question is about Good Burger? I don't know. I didn't watch the interview, but I'm just saying.
Right. Well, of course not.
He said,
I don't know. No, he didn't say anything about his ex. He was talking about his current relationship, his current marriage, but I didn't hear anything about his ex.
That's a little strange to me, too. We'll get there. It says, he said he chose to stay to make it work for their 2 kids during that time. The gory details began unfolding when Kel discussed how he ended up married to his ex-wife. This is in quotes. I ended up marrying my ex-wife because we had another baby. We had the abortion, and then we had a baby. She ended up telling me that the baby that was aborted wasn't mine. Within that process, you already married within a lie. I hate the way he worded this.
Yeah.
When asked,
understand, though. I see what he's saying.
yes, when asked whether their marriage was the same after that revelation, Kel replied, "No, this is the beginning. This started at the beginning. Within that process and that being known, now I'm on TV. I don't have time to process that." So what he's saying is, because none of this makes sense the way that it's written, he's saying that they got married because she was pregnant, but the first baby that they aborted turned out not to be his. Okay. It says during the lengthy interview, the former Nickelodeon star also accused his ex-wife of getting pregnant during times they weren't sexually intimate. And he said he once caught her with a man, one of her friends, in a hotel lobby. This is his quotes. He said, I got in the whip, went driving around, saw her whip. I saw it at the hotel. I go to the lobby. Turns out the dude just came walking down the lobby about to go to the car. My car that she was driving, he recalled. I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? Take me upstairs. The last straw for Kel, girl, I want to say Keenan. The last straw for Kel. I wonder if Keenan is rolling his eyes. The last straw for Kel.
Jasmine, I guarantee that they're still close. I guarantee it.
After this, I'd be like, boy, why are you even talking about this? What? Publicly?
He ain't had a chance to share it.
Girl, what else is there to talk about? They were like, we got to fill 45 minutes. What can we talk about? Any exes that you hate?
Girl, yeah, because they're usually 3 hours. So they were like, okay, the bare minimum has to be. I don't know how long the interview actually was. It may have been a lot longer. So yeah. It says the last straw for Kel, which led to his filing for divorce, was allegedly receiving a call from a man who said he and Hampton, that his ex-wife, wanted to be together. The former couple was married from 1999 to 2005 and shared 2 children named Allure and Lyric. He went on to have 2 other children, daughter Wisdom and son Honor, with his current wife, Asia Lee Mitchell. The couple married in January 2012. Yeah, that was the wife that he talked about on the Nicole Byers podcast.
Okay. Now, which is weird because I saw a picture of him and his current wife, and she has on a t-shirt that reads, his ex is my biggest fan. Who does that? His ex is my biggest fan. So she's talking about his ex-wife being her biggest fan. That tells me both y'all crazy. Okay.
Or she's just like looking for drama. Girl.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Y'all are crazy. Both of y'all. The article says that the ex-wife, girl, what's her name? Her first name. You know how articles always say the last name? I don't like that. Give me the first name because we don't call these people by their last names. Her name is Taisha. Taisha Hampton. Taisha isn't going down without a fight. She refuted her ex-husband's claims via a TikTok video. Girl, I saw the video. I could play pieces
Not
of it
a TikTok video.
I could play pieces of it for you, Miss Girl. Don't worry. Un momento.
Okay. Please.
I saved it. Girl, get to it. Get to it. I figured you'd probably like hearing it from her than me trying to like ramble and tell you what I remember her saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Kel, who is this person that was pregnant? Because it was not me. Like, who was this? And then other thing is like, how do you remember all these pregnancies, but you don't remember your kids for like years? Like, I don't even know, 13, I don't know, 14. And then how do you remember all these pregnancies, but you don't remember Nick, you know, in my cheerleading outfit, right? Like, how does your memory work exactly? Because you remember lots of things about me from a long time ago. And it just kind of odd, like how your memory works. Like, you don't remember, I don't know. Do you remember your daughter in a car accident? Do you remember your son losing his tooth? Do you remember taking your kids' money? Do you remember being completely physically, mentally abusive? Do you remember that you used to beat me and hit me and choke me and strangle me when I would come out the hospital because I have sickle beta thalassemia disease? Do you remember that? Do you remember that you were addicted to sex? Do you remember that? Do you remember me catching you with a man? Do you remember that? Do you remember you using the money that I created to pay for an entire woman's place? Do you remember that? Do you remember, taking the kids to Chicago and not telling me? Do you remember unilaterally filing for divorce and then moving back in with your mistress? Do you remember that? It's just, your memory is so strange. Like, do you remember that you didn't have any money for 5 years and the studio basically told you that, basically told everybody that you were dead. And so I had to write a pilot for you. Do you remember that I wanted to be a mathematician, but instead I decided to be in a rap group with you? Do you remember that? Do you remember that when no one else was talking about you, I produced and wrote Kel Videos Live? Do you remember? Do you remember I also wrote and produced Ganked? Do you remember that? Do you remember that movie that you did with Cedric the Entertainer, the one that I gave you? Do you remember that you took that and you sold it for $2,500? Do you remember that? Because your memory is so interesting to me, because I don't know why you didn't remember that I don't even like bodily fluids. So that I was actually relieved to find out when you were cheating. When I found out you were cheating, I was relieved. Did you remember that? I told you that, that I lost my virginity to you. Do you remember that? Your memory is interesting. So I think we should, let's figure out, let's sit down. Let's have a sit down and let's think about, this memory. I have a few items that might, jog your mind to help you with some of that memory. I don't know if this is like, beginning Alzheimer's or something, but yeah, let's talk about it though, because I'm ready.
She said, fuck with me if you want to, nigga.
Okay, what I find extremely interesting, because this seems to be a recurring theme.
Mm-hmm. I think I know where you're going, but I want to hear it.
With ain't shit men. They want to come back into the spotlight. They've been dormant for one reason or another.
Dormant ain't the word. Kel who? Okay.
Kel. And then, they want to come back for, a movie, a show, whatever their profession is. And then they start getting interviews because we haven't seen them in a while. What's going on? You're starting this new venture. Let's talk to you. And then you want to bring up some shit that nobody asked you about. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And then the other person that they're talking about absolutely puts them on blast. And it just puts such a negative light on them when you just got back. This. And we're not even that invested in you yet.
I literally have not thought about Kel in forever.
And now you're about to fade back into obscurity because now you got too many skeletons in your closet.
Now let's say what he said about her is even half true.
Remotely true. Right?
Yeah. Why are you doing this? This is your kid's mom. And it's not like we know who she is. It's not like she's out here, this big name, and
successful.
She's getting a Nobel Peace Prize for being the best mom in the world, the best wife in the world. We wouldn't have known much of her or anything of her either. So it's kind of like, what are you doing on a Club Shay Shay interview? This is what you decided to do? Be messy? And then she came back, and the way she rattled off these circumstances, they're all true. They gotta be. The way do you remember, that pilot that I wrote for you? Do you remember that? I was supposed to be a mathematician, but you had me start a rap group with your ass, although we've never heard your music other than on All That.
Well, it's not good.
Girl, when I saw that, I was like, Kel? Are we talking about the right Kel?
Kel Mitchell, baby. The one
home of the good burger. Can I take your order, Kel?
Your order?
Who loves orange soda?
Orange soda. Mm-hmm. I do. Ooh. Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Whoa. I mean, if and maybe I should have watched the beginning, not the beginning, but how this conversation started. Like, how did they even get on to his wife? I didn't watch. So, but it would have been nice to know what the entry was into this, or did he just bring this up out of the blue? Because even if he asked about his past marriages, he could just say, you know, we went through a lot and she wasn't for me. Because you're married, you have a whole nother wife that you're currently married to. So there's no need.
We were married for a long time. We were young. We had 2 beautiful kids, which I do not regret.
Yeah.
And
we didn't work out.
We just didn't work out. I'm happily married now with my current wife. We also have 2 kids, and we're a blended family. And
Boom. And move on.
Move on.
And she said he's a deadbeat. Like, he don't come see these kids. So.
And said he was abusive.
Mentally and physically. So, Kel, you may want to shut up.
He may want to sit.
Before you dig your ass into a hole you can't get out of. Because you barely dug your ass out the hole that you just came out of.
That's my whole point. He just came back into the limelight.
And I'm ready
this
to
is
push
what
him
you
back
choose
down.
To spotlight. And now you about to fade back into obscurity for us. Because we don't even care that much.
I don't care that much. I really don't. Let this be Keenan and I would. Kale, I don't.
No, Keenan seems on the up and up.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
he's been
got
around
money.
for a long
He's SNL
time.
and he's good.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't think that hopefully, he's not involved in anything nefarious. You know, I think he's a good guy. He's been around a long time.
Yes, he has. But even if he had, he's genuine. Not doing interviews talking about it. So,
no, he's not. He ain't starting some shit he can't finish.
Because he claimed that she was cheating, but she also claimed that he was cheating. So if she was cheating, but you were also cheating, we shouldn't even bring this up. We shouldn't
even be hearing about it.
Yeah.
Or that could have been something he said, like, transparently, like, well, we were both not faithful to each other.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
Yep.
I mean, like, come on. You got to give a little if you were wrong in the situation. Jesus. When will people learn?
I want to be popular so bad. I saw people going viral on Club Shake Shack, so I really got to come with a story.
Girl, please. Okay, you want to move over to drive-by?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay, well, I don't watch The Voice, but I thought this was interesting.
Oh, okay.
They're getting 2 new coaches for season 26.
Okay. Who? I think I've seen it somewhere.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, no, that is not who I saw.
And Michael Bublé. Now,
you know I love Michael Bublé.
That's fire. That's a fire addition. The current 2 coaches that are remaining are Reba McEntire, which you know we love her down as a black community.
Down.
And works too hard to love circus and never stops. Okay, and
Heart of a fighter.
Girl, the unrecognizable. I'm a survivor. Girl, the unrecognizable. What's her name? Gwen Stefani. She don't look like herself at all. She has done a lot to herself.
Really?
Now, she looks great. She just don't look like her. When I saw this, it's 4 pictures of all of them. I was like, who's this bitch on the right? Who is she?
Really?
Gwen Stefani, bitch.
Which is weird because, you know, her and Blake Shelton got married and he was a judge on there as well.
Married,
but he's not on there anymore.
Right.
She looks like herself to me, but I see what you mean.
No, sis.
She was always cute.
Let me send it to you.
Okay, I just saw that picture. I found it. Yeah.
Oh,
she do look different. You right. She look young as hell.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know, but I'm
She looks
scared to see
young.
her up close.
She looks tan. I don't know who the fuck this bitch is. Never seen her in a day of my life.
Let me put Gwen Stefani The Voice, so I could see pictures of her like on The Voice. She looks weird there. She's performing. She looks like herself right there to me.
Yes, there she does. And she may have gotten surgery after that, or maybe it's because she's not smiling. That mouth is so pouty, which is not her. And this nose is very, like chiseled. Girl, none of her features look like herself on this picture. I was like, who the fuck
I hate that because she was always so cute to me. and like different.
But people can't help it. They won't put the knife down. They're like, more. Like, they just can't.
Girl, what did they do to her top lip? It's curling up and she can't help it. Hold on.
No. I think we know what it is. It's societal pressures, and yeah, girl, I see them lips. Yeah,
but the top lip
gone.
is like
I saw it, sis.
Yeah, it's like stuck or something when she smiles. So it's like, okay,
because it's filled, and so it's probably getting caught on her dry gums. Anywho, yeah, and as they age, then they feel like, well, I've got to do a touch up because I've got to keep being on TV on The Voice.
I hate that. I want people to just age gracefully. We know you've been around for a long time.
But guess what? When they do that, they get torn to absolute shreds. We've seen it a million times.
They're going to tear her to shreds like this too. Because they're going to be like, she don't even look the same. Like we doing right now. Zooming in on her.
I'm the only one saying it. That don't mean that's what everybody else's opinion is.
They are. They're going to be like, who is this? And what you do with Gwen Stefani? She's still cute. She just looks different. Body's banging cute. Still.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder if that happens when you cheat on your spouse. Okay. Is that it? There?
Yeah, for the voice.
Well, Atlanta was in an uproar last week. Was this last week or this week? This may have been this Friday, Miss Graw. I don't remember what day this was. This was May 13th. Last week. That's what I thought. You know, weeks be going by fast.
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
real fast.
We didn't even talk about the Tank concert. I bogarted the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, we sure didn't, because you said, I want everyone to cry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll talk about it at the end. We can talk about it at the end if people want to stick around and hear about it. Well, Anita Baker. She was scheduled for a concert in Atlanta on Saturday.
Okay.
In the State Farm Arena. And this was Mother's Day weekend. So they were planning on, like, everybody brought their moms, people bought this.
Because how perfect.
Yes. People bought this trip for their moms, aunties, everybody's coming, blah, blah, blah. Well, she canceled it.
No, she canceled.
Girl, she canceled it minutes before it was supposed to start. People are butts in seats. Minutes. Let me tell you exactly how many minutes. No. Let me tell you what they sent first. They sent an email.
Okay.
The email read.
Who's checking their email?
They sent an email.
I'm already in the stadium.
The email says, due to late unforeseen circumstances, tonight's an Evening with Anita Baker event featuring 8-time Grammy Award winning superstar Anita Baker set to take place at the State Farm Arena has been canceled. Refunds will be returned at point of purchase. They gave no further information as to why it was canceled, because they never do. Mm-hmm. The event was set to start at 7 p.m. They sent the email at 6:54. 6 minutes.
She had to have already been there.
That's what I'm saying. Butts were in seats. Oh, you mean Anita? Was she not there for rehearsal?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Which makes me think that bitch left. Has she not done this before? I feel like we've talked about this.
I feel like she has.
That's why I'm like,
and it almost sounds like she never even made it there, and they were trying to wait and see if she was gonna come.
She would
have
needed
like
to rehearse, though. I don't know if they would put on a show if she just did not show up. So it makes me think she showed up and then was like, I'm not doing this then. Like her contract wasn't right, or her money wasn't right, or something was missing. My dressing room's too small. Something about it gives Diva like, well, I'm not going to do the concert then. And she left in her sweatpants and her bad wig. That's what it's giving.
That is unfortunate, because the whole weekend is ruined.
What are we supposed to do now? What are we supposed to do now? We're all dressed and ready to go,
and I hope they were grooving, sis. You know what I mean? Like,
well, the openers wouldn't have started yet. The concert started at 7. So they would have maybe had a
So
DJ.
she wasn't going to be on until
later. Yeah. But she still would have needed to rehearse. Like when we saw Tank and that girl that was his opener that you started following, I can't think of her name, but she posted
Miracle.
Miracle. Thank you. She posted the schedule, and Tank's rehearsal was at like 2,
Sure did.
and then she got to rehearse, and then the guy before her got to rehearse, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
way early
So
in the
it's
day.
way early. So yeah,
You're there all
would have
day.
been there.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool
Yes,
to see
ma'am.
the background of how that works. I've never really given that
Yeah,
much thought.
because I never knew that's how. Yeah,
Lunch.
that's how it went. I was just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was cool.
Yeah, they have lunch, dinner. Yeah. Anyway, I believe you are correct. She has done this before, and people were upset then. And now she's doing it again.
Girl.
So now she's becoming notorious for this.
The people that were leaving, because I want to say it was like news, like reporters were outside, like, are you leaving? I heard the concert is canceled. People was like, fuck Anita. Fuck her. Bitch, we need a reason. Give us an excuse. Give us a reason as to why you're doing this to us. I done brought my mama. Bitch, you owe me. You owe me one. People are mad. Grandma's pissed. Aunties in their heels that hurt that they squeezed on to go see Anita and her backwards wig, and she didn't even show.
Stop talking about her wigs.
Her wigs
sis.
are terrible.
First of all,
They're terrible, and you know it.
I've never really paid attention, but stop.
Okay, well.
It's really interesting because she is one of our most prized, you know what I mean? Like most upheld. Stop looking for a picture of a wig.
I already
sis.
found
Give me
one,
a sec.
sis. A cockatoo. She like a cockatoo.
Stop. Okay, enough.
Okay.
So, she's one of our most upheld artists in our community, and she is a, older woman. It's basically a concert you want to see before she's not here. That's the point I'm getting at.
True, but she won't let you
And
see
so
her 'cause
it's
she
kind of
goes,
like,
peekaboo.
Jasmine, stop.
It's true, sis. She ain't showing up. Nobody's gonna buy her tickets no more. They got to be dirt cheap. Talking about refunds, we've already stayed the night. We have a hotel. We drove here. We flew here.
Hotels booked.
We don't have a dinner
There's
reservation
nothing-
till
there's
after the
nothing that you
concert.
could do that would there's nothing that you could do to reimburse the people that spent the time and the travel and the money just from concert tickets. Like, no, that's not enough.
No,
Sorry.
we drove here. We used gas, sky
We're
high
already
ass
here.
gas.
Yeah.
Now we can't even salvage the night. It's after 7, and we don't know what to do. We don't have a plan because we were supposed to be here for 5 hours
That was
listening to you.
That was the same thing that Travis Scott did. Remember when his concert canceled day of? Girl, I think like an hour or two before, but everybody's already there.
Yeah, I'd be
But
pissed.
also, he's young and he's not as big of a legend in his field as Anita Baker is. Anita, you needed a better team to handle this.
Yeah. Girl, I don't care what it is. People came to buy tickets to still want to see my old ass. I'm going out there and I'm going to give them a show. Y'all run and get my peanuts that I asked for and have them in my dressing room when I get out. Girl, I don't know. Make it happen. Yeah.
Okay. Lauryn Hill.
Speaking of concert quitters.
Speaking of, I should have had a better run into that.
Yeah,
Speaking
that
of
was
people
too
that
easy.
don't show up for concerts or late.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was right
Too
there.
easy.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah. 'Cause I almost brought her up. Forgot she was even on
Okay.
here.
Oh, yeah, she's on here, sis. Okay. TMZ boots on the ground. Caught up with Lauryn Hill and her son, YG Marley,
Not
in
Zion?
New York City. They were leaving the... Huh?
Not Zion?
No. Not him. His real name is... his real name is... Oh, I forget. I looked it up and I forgot it. It's not important.
Well, you said
It's not
Marley.
Zion, sis.
Yeah. She ain't got no son with
She's got more than one kid.
Bob Marley, do she?
No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
Bob Marley's grandson.
Who?
YG is the grandson.
Of Bob Marley? And Lauryn Hill
Sis.
has a kid by one of his relatives? By Bob Marley's
One of
sons?
Bob's sons. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Bitch, I did not know that.
Yes, you did.
I did?
Oh, sis.
How would I have known that?
Yeah, this is very common knowledge. I'm sorry.
You're kidding me. I stay out of grown folks' bedrooms.
The son,
Business.
Bob's son is Rohan.
Girl, I didn't know
And
she had 6 kids. My
that's who she
God.
had a baby with. Yeah. Okay, sis. This is so off topic now.
Girl, all of her
yes,
kids' last
she
name
has
is Marley.
Several kids. Yes. Jasmine, are you kidding?
Even Zion. Why'd she make a song about Zion and Zion only? All right. I'm like blown.
Because that was when she was singing last. Girl, I could not tell you. Okay, you can do a deep dive later.
Yeah, I am. I just want to see who. I see Rohan Marley. They were married or they were together from 96 to 09. Bitch, I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm back. He's the son of Bob Marley. Correct.
Oh, boy. Yes. Okay. So one of her sons, YG, okay, who also makes music, they were leaving the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon in New York City, and TMZ caught up with them, boots on the ground.
Got it.
Okay. That's where we were.
Thank
okay.
you. Okay.
And I had to bring you back to center.
Yeah.
And so they were talking to them a little bit, and basically they were asking, like, can we expect any new music, Miss Girl?
Right. Get to the business. Get to what we really
the
wanna
fuck?
know.
And they both kind of gave like sly smiles, and she was just like, music is on the way. So I don't know if this is a collaboration
That'd be cool.
or if it would just be her, like, you know, but either way, Miss Girl, I'm taking it. I'm
YG
taking
is
whatever you
cute.
give me.
YG is
Yeah, he's cute.
Hey, not what I expected.
Yeah. So anywho, let's hope that we'll get something from her in the year of our Lord 2025. Let's
Jesus.
hope.
Girl, you won't see her perform it either. Because she gonna pull a Anita Baker.
I saw Lauryn Hill, so
Oh, you did?
F you.
I don't remember
Yeah.
that. Oh, maybe I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Maybe I do.
Yeah, we went.
She may show up, but she gonna be 2 hours late, and you gonna wish she had canceled.
She was late. She was absolutely late, but I was just like, I don't care what time she shows up. I'm here in my seat.
Yeah, as long as that bitch
And
show up.
She sounded incredible.
I know she did.
Incredible. And it was outside. It was like an amphitheater. And her sound was hitting my ear, rocking me to sleep. Now, she was kind of speeding through the songs and like skipping mid-song, probably because she don't have all the rights that she used to have. But, oh, she sounded great.
I can't get the thoughts out of my mind now about her and her miseducation of Lauren. Okay. The album that she didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't hers. It's supposedly stolen.
Yeah, well, who said it? What's his name? Robert Glasper?
Yes, he did say it, girl. I forgot who said it. Yes. Said that whole thing was stolen. She still sang it and sang it well, but she wrote her name on all the... That's for another time. We talked about this. So. Anywho, yeah, I can't look at her the same, but I would like to see her in concert. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I would love that. Okay, this was just something quick. And then I was like, do I even care to talk about it? But it's T-Pain, so of course I do.
Yeah, of course. Let's hear it.
T-Pain posted on his Instagram a screenshot of like a message thread, very short. There's no name attached to it. This is what somebody texted him. We don't know who it is. It says, "You're the one who's always causing problems, not me. If you really loved me, you wouldn't do this." He responded, "It's not me, it's you." She responded, I'm assuming it's a woman. She responded, "Please, you're lucky to have me. No one else will put up with you." He said, "Keep telling yourself that," with the peace emoji. His caption to that picture says, "I'm tired of motherfuckers acting like I'm the problem." Now, you know he's married.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, he's married. He's been married for many years.
To whom? Okay.
Girl, his wife. She's not like known.
Okay.
I mean, he's brought her up on stage on concerts and stuff. She looks like a regular wife. She's cute, but she's not like shot up thick. Like, she just looks like a regular woman. She's cute.
Normal person.
Yeah, she's a normal person. Yeah, exactly.
Amber Najim or something.
Mm-hmm. So people were in the comments going, wow. People in the comments like, what is going on? Spill the tea, pain. Stuff like that. I saw this, and a lot of other people saw it too, and they were like, this must be some music coming up. It's got to be. He's not doing his wife like this, number one.
Yeah.
And it's got to be some, girl, and it is. He put out a new song, but he had the internet kind of wondering, like, what the
I think I heard the new song.
Yeah, it was, the caption said something about gaslighting, which makes sense with that text thread.
Yes, because I listened to it and then sent it to you.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I ever listened to it.
Mm-hmm,
thank you. You know, some of his songs I can't relate to. Mm-hmm. Like, and maybe it's not even that I can't relate to, girl. Not willing to give him a chance. It's just not his old style. So I don't care for it as much.
He's grown up, sis. I'm sorry. He's not going to keep.
And that's fine. And that's fine. And that's why, like, I'm not going to say nothing bad about it. Because he has a great voice. He makes good music. People love it. It's just not. Give me that Tallahassee. Somewhere in Wisconsin. Like, give me that. Mm-hmm. He is on tour, too, by the way.
What, you want to see him?
He'll be. I think he's sold out because I heard him say, but then. No, sis. It's gonna be him and then some other people that we don't know. I don't think it's not gonna be what we're expecting. And it's saying that it's like a party. Although I think it's festival like, but he'll be in Kansas City. But I was like, okay, no, I'll have to catch him another time when it's a little more
an intimate setting is what I would prefer.
Yeah, I want to see him. I don't care to see anybody else he's trying to bring.
Right.
Anywho, yeah, that was that.
Okay. Oh boy, this one is a bit of a journey.
Oh God, what?
So I'm gonna need you to strap in. It's Soulja Boy.
Soulja Boy, tell him.
Now, go ahead. You didn't throw it up and then catch it.
You.
Thank you. We all needed that.
Y'all love having me embarrass myself.
But you did it. You didn't have to.
Well, I did. I could hear you saying, please, do it. The chance.
Move that bus. Okay. So this is related. And okay. Metro Boomin's tweets, his old doomsday tweets. The resurfacing is still giving him backlash, but it's not even the sexual part anymore. That's not even the bone that Soulja Boy is picking with him.
Oh, okay. Something else.
Okay.
Metro grooming. Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not Metro grooming. It's Metro booming. But okay, so this is a tweet from, and this was Twitter then. This is a tweet from July 2012. So remember July. Okay. And he's just tweeting this out to the open public, not adding anybody. He says, my phone rings to come to the studio with Jeezy. And think about the time period. Okay. Yours rings to send Soulja Boy a pack of beats. Sit down.
Wait. What was the last part? My phone. Okay, say it again.
Okay, my phone rings to come to the studio with Jeezy. So Jeezy's or his people are hitting Metro Boomin's line to come to the studio and put down a verse. Okay.
Were they though in 2012?
Jasmine, this is what he's saying. I doubt it highly.
I could be wrong.
And we could be wrong, but it's like, okay, you overdoing it. And then he's saying your phone, and he's speaking about, I don't know, someone. Your phone rings, which doesn't make sense, but your phone rings to send Soulja Boy a pack of beats. So you trying to send Soulja Boy beats for songs, basically. And he's telling that person to sit down.
Oh, somebody else. Okay.
Yeah, he's basically not talking about Soulja Boy, but basically comparing their levels of success with some unknown someone. We don't know who he's talking to, but he's just, and it could be just anybody. Like I'm really happening out here. My phone is off the hook, and you're over here begging somebody to send them beats. That's basically what he's getting at.
Okay.
Oh Lord, are you still not getting that?
No, I get it. I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
You're bracing yourself for Soulja Boy's response.
Yes. Girl, his name is Leland. Go ahead. Metro
His
Boomin.
real name, Soulja Boy?
Leland.
Oh, Metro Boomin. Okay.
No.
Oh, ugh,
Yeah.
yuck. Okay. So Soulja Boy, and I don't know how this got over to Instagram. Or maybe he just added him in I'm not really sure. But now we're over to Instagram in today times.
Okay.
And Soulja Boy says he got 24 hours to delete that tweet.
Or else.
21 Savage response says, or what? Okay. That's layer number 1. Okay.
God.
Layer number 2 begins with a screenshot of Soulja Boy's DMs from 2012 from Metro Boomin. Okay. So when he tweeted that first thing, that was in July, right? Of 2012. Well, the screenshot that I'm looking at is starting in September of 2012. So after you tweeted that, he's saying, and this is all one-sided, all coming from Metro Boomin, Soulja Boy does not respond to any of these.
Oh, so Soulja Boy put out the DMs, not Metro Boomin. Okay, I got that mixed up. Okay. Because I'm looking it up here, and it says he became famous and known in 2016. Go ahead.
Metro Boomin? Oh, shit. Okay. So, yeah, there was probably a little bit of beating his chest, but it really wasn't about much.
Okay.
So Soulja Boy captions the screenshots by saying, "You was trying to send me beats too, pussy ass boy," and he adds Metro Boomin. Okay, and then the screenshot is September 2012, and it says, "What up, my G?" No response. October 2012, trying to send you these beats. What's your email? No response.
Thanks for the ad.
Thanks for the ad. January 2013. I'm coming out to LA in a week, G. No response. Then there's another one that we can't even see, but I see the date. Also January, girl, the following day. The following day, he didn't even let it breathe.
I'm here. I've arrived.
Girl, okay. So he's proving the point that you were also trying to get my beats. So don't try and downplay me. Okay. You see where we're at. All right.
Mm-hmm. He was trying to give
then
beats.
You know how right. Then because you want him to use your beat and then he'll pay you for it. That's right. And then maybe your name will be on there. Yeah. Okay. So then you know how Soulja Boy gets in his feelings.
Because he wants everybody to remember he's the originator. He reminds us so often we can't forget.
Correct. Now that is facts. So then he goes on this slew of tweets regarding this. Okay. And they're not in order. So let me see if I can put them in order. Hang on.
Okay. Uh-oh. Got the close up. Eyes look gorgeous. Wow. Stunning. Thanks. Does James ever say anything about your eyes?
I knew you were going to do this and I still...
Girl, it's okay. Just read them. It's okay.
I found the first one. Okay, I just want to, at least, because if they have an order, it's probably easier to read them in order. Okay, so the first one is May 12th this year, so last week. He says, "I don't give a fuck. It's always cool when a nigga come at me, but when I defend myself, it's too much, huh? Fuck that nigga mama. Don't speak on my name, bitch." Now, Metro Boomin's mom was murdered by her husband. Okay. Then he goes on to say, all the streams, sales, money, and fame not gonna bring your mom back. Metro Boomin, he added him. Was it worth it? I can say fuck this money and fame shit and still be a boss. Can you? Okay. Then he goes on. This is all in the same day. He's just firing them off at different times. So he's stewed on this. And he says, you sacrificed your own mom, Metro Boomin. You a puppet. Okay. Then he goes on and says, dig that. This is not funny. That just made me uncomfortable. Dig that nigga mama up and throw her back in that bitch.
Oh, God.
I guess back into the grave. I don't know. He goes on to say more things about Metro Boomin's mom. Now, did he need to spend this much time on his mom? I don't think so.
No.
Because what does this have to do with anything? Yeah, it got really dark. So then 21 Savage steps back in.
Why does 21 Savage keep coming in here?
Aren't they tight? Girl, I don't know. Don't give me the line.
I guess they're cool. They've worked together. Maybe they are tight, but why can't Metro say something?
I don't know, sis. Maybe Metro's just like
somebody involved.
I'm already in too much hot water. I'm not saying nothing. I don't know.
Nothing else.
Yeah. So 21 Savage says, speaking on a nigga mama like shit a game, you gonna shit yourself. Wait, start over. I mean, that's basically the gist. But speaking on a nigga mama like shit a game, you gonna shit on yourself when I see you, boy. That's what he says to Soulja Boy. Girl, Soulja Boy, reflected and apologized. And he added, Metro Boomin again. He said, I apologize to Metro Boomin for overreacting over an old tweet. Condolences to his mom. I'm going to seek therapy and anger management. I'm done responding to hate, new or old.
Wait a minute. Not J. Cole.
Okay, I think
girl, that publicist jumped in and was like, enough.
Shut up. Yeah. I think it's out of bounds in any case to bring up someone's dead mother. I'm sorry. None of this has anything to do with anything. You can beef all day long. You can be mad about whatever. But what does the mom have to do with this tweet? Nothing.
Yeah.
Talk about something else. Like him talking about his success and all of that. Okay, fine. That's all fair game. Why are we talking about his mom? Okay. And so, someone probably tapped him on the shoulder and was like, you doing too much. This tweet is 22 years old.
Right.
Not 22, 12, whatever year.
Girl, too old. It's too old.
Too old.
He could have put out the DMs and left it right at that. He could have left it at that.
Exactly. That would have been the perfect response to that. Like, no, you were trying to get beast too. Bye. Scram.
Yeah.
And then move on.
Right.
So, but he did apologize. And I actually believe that he's going to seek therapy and anger management because he does have an anger issue. Remember when he was going off on them girls because they were like, they wanted the $200 then to have dinner with him? They were like, nah, I'll take the $200. Yeah. Like he overreacts every time and he goes so far with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe that he's going to do it. I honestly hope he does because he needs it.
It wouldn't hurt. For sure. It wouldn't hurt.
It would not hurt. It would not hurt anyone for him to do that.
Yikes. Girl, that should have been a part of Maine. That was not a drive-by.
I know, but there were so many things. I was just like, I'm just going to put it here. Whatever.
Okay. Stick it in the middle. A surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Drea. Y'all know she was pregnant with Jalen Green's baby. She's 39. He's 22. She had her baby. Little girl. On Friday.
Congrats to them.
She had the baby. Oh my goodness. Yeah, congrats to that man. Their first child together, May 12th.
First
right before Mother's Day.
I don't
That's
see
sweet.
them making it.
You don't? Well, especially since he had already had a baby with someone else in February.
He did?
Last year.
God. Oh, okay.
And then she got pregnant like the month they announced her pregnancy, the month later, the month after.
So he needs to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Alrighty.
You're too irresponsible. Put that dick away.
This is crazy.
Otherwise, you're going to be out here with
Not 2
hella
for 2.
babies.
Oof. Yikes.
Girl,
Yeah, they're
Project
not going to
Twins.
make it, is my point.
I
Okay.
don't think. Oh, they may.
No, they're not gonna make it.
She's probably
No,
a lot more
Jasmine-
mature.
Jazz, exactly. And he's 22.
I'm not a hoe no
He's
more.
not mature.
Oh, okay.
Girl, what are they talking about? They're fucking.
She
and
secured
then
the bag.
She's like, okay, bye, see you. Yeah, it's like, they're not going to be in a relationship forever. No. Okay.
She secured the
Jordan
bag,
Peele
so-
is going to be coming out with a new thriller. It's going to be called Him. It will hit theaters September 19th, 2025. So next year, not this September, next September.
Okay.
And it is going to star Marlon Wayans. I'm in.
Really?
Marlon
Ooh.
I'm in. Yeah.
Me too.
And also, you won't know him by name, but I'm sure you've seen him. Tariq Withers. He is, in my
sounds
opinion,
familiar.
he looks white passing, but his name is Tariq. So, but his look is very European to me. You may have seen him in stuff
yeah.
briefly. Yeah, you're familiar.
Girl, with
Okay.
that name,
I mean,
you
wouldn't know his
can't
name,
mistaken him.
Jazz,
No, I
come
don't.
on. There's black in there. Stop.
He's
Yeah, but
beautiful.
he don't look it to me at
He's
all. Yes,
beautiful.
very, very beautiful. Yeah. So he's also going to be in it, and also, girl, and this made me cackle. Julia Fox, remember her? I was John
last
Safdie's
name?
music. No, that's Julia Stiles.
Wait.
Julia Fox is.
Who did you say?
I was John Safdie's music on Uncut Gems. That's Julia Fox.
Gems.
The one who used
Why
to,
do they have
the one
her?
who used to date Kanye. Girl, I don't know.
Yeah, why her?
And if she ruins,
she's an
if she
actress.
ruins the movie, I'm dying. I will die.
They may use her in like a funny way.
And they're gonna have to, because she's a joke.
Uncut Gems.
She's a joke. Uncut Gems. Yeah. Anywho, so he has a new movie coming out next February. No, September. Next September. It's gonna be.
Oh,
called
good. I was
Him.
gonna say, I hope it's during spooky season.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, don't put out no
And
Halloween.
I like that
movie
you
in
called it that.
January.
Thank you. Right,
because of you.
Thank you. And it is going to be about, let me read the quote. It is a blood-chilling journey into the inner sanctum of fame, power, and the pursuit of excellence at any cost. I think it is like a sports, something like the main character, and I don't know, maybe it's Tyreek, is going to be a football player. So it's that kind of fame. Yeah, legendary quarterback. Oh wait, it's set to star Marlon. Okay, no, Marlon Wayans is the legendary quarterback. Now I'm feeling like,
Okay,
should have been
now
Tyreek.
it's the idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
it should have been Tyreek, but that's fine.
Do your
and
worst.
then-
Okay, got it.
Training an up and coming star athlete. Okay, so he probably was a legendary quarterback in his day, which makes more sense, Miss Girl. And then now Tyreek is who he is training to be an up and coming
Got it.
star
You're
athlete.
reading this for the first time.
So anywho, so it sounds
All right.
like it's going to be interesting.
Cool. Girl, I hear chatter outside my door, so we'll see where this goes. See this where this takes us. Okay, an update on Yeezy porn. Yeezy porn. Yeah.
Porn. Yeah.
Bianca Censori's family, they're concerned. They think that Ye is going to have her do adult films, which I feel
That's
like we
what
talked
I
about.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her family is concerned.
And I'm not interested.
I'm going to
I
read
don't
this
need
straight
to
from
see
Wrap
it
Up.
if it's her. Okay. I said, and I'm not interested. I don't need to see it if it's her.
Yeah. It says Ye shocked many fans when he announced that he would be launching Yeezy Porn. On Wednesday, April 24th, that's when he posted the announcement. Well, since the post has been announced, the family has come out and said, we don't like this. Her loved ones, this is in quotes, this is coming from Daily Mail. Bianca Censori's loved ones are concerned her husband, Kanye West, this is quotes, the family's words, dragging her into the adult film world and using her to promote his new Yeezy porn venture. They also continued by saying, the Daily Mail said, the Grammy winner, 46, he's 46 years old, has been criticized by fans for appearing to dismiss the Christian beliefs that he had previously prioritized so publicly. Girl, that was one album. Calm down, y'all. Bianca's family and friends are said to be among the critics and fear that the architectural designer, who's 29, will be used, in quotes, to promote sexual indecency by the controversial musician. An insider reportedly told them Bianca's family was willing to give Kanye the benefit of the doubt after her mom's recent visit to LA. For Bianca's sake, they were willing to overlook his anti-Semitic remarks and inappropriate behavior. And now they said, no, we take it back. We don't appreciate this.
So you visited LA. She convinced you weekly that she was happy. No, trust me, I'm happy. And you said, okay, we'll let all of his foolishness that we've seen slide. Porn? No. It's like, okay. Huh?
She might as well be doing porn. She's already walking around like his little muse, wearing his little Yeezy
and that's what I was thinking. Like,
just the next
this
step.
is him basically displaying like what you could see. You know, this is covering her nipples. You want to see the whole thing, don't you? I know you do, because I do. I want to see it, so I know you want to see it. It's like, okay, because I do. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted with this, and I'm not attracted in the slightest to Bianca. I don't need to see her doing nothing.
No, nothing.
Not interested.
For the offer. Well, it looks as though we do not have time for a switch up. Oops.
We knew we weren't going to have time for that.
Today was
we
a
can
lot.
talk about the concert briefly. If you want
we
to.
don't have time. It's an hour and a half. We'll talk about it another time. No, it's getting late. I can smell the food. Okay. The smell's wafting.
Oh, okay. So that's what it is. Just say that.
We're at an hour and a half, Miss Girl. This is it. It's a wrap. B, do y'all still want us to do switch up segments? Do you enjoy them? Which ones do you enjoy the most? Let's talk about it.
That's a good question.
Tell us if there's anything.
Tell us on Facebook. Tell us on Facebook or something.
Yeah, go on Facebook when you're writing up your stuff, like talking about the episode. Just tell us if you like the switch ups, if you like some switch ups more than others, if you want to see more switch ups, or just say nix the switch ups, because we could just fill that with more gossip. We could take more time on gossip, and not feel so rushed to move on to the next, because we still got to do switch up. Let us know what you guys think. I'm interested too. I hear the baby screaming for fun.
Okay, great.
All right, I gotta go say goodnight to her before he puts her down for good.
Oh, okay. If you see something this week while you're on social media, while you're scrolling, and you want us to talk about it, tag us in it, send it to us in a DM. We had a couple of suggestions today. They're fabulous every time. We appreciate them.
Yep.
And before you leave whatever app you're on, give us a 5-star rating and leave us a glowing review. Thanks.
Yay. We'll see y'all next time.
That's all. Bye.
Say bye, Brian.